Welcome back. Tonight's story takes you to haunted places in Florida. Villa Paula is not only one of the most haunted places in South Florida, but it also has a reputation for being among the most beautiful and most historic buildings in the area. Villa Paula was built in 1925 to serve as the first Cuban consulate in Miami. It also served as the main residence for Consul Domingo Milord and his wife Paula, for whom the house is named. Unfortunately, around 6 years after moving in, Paula passed away following complications with a leg amputation. It was soon after her passing that the ghost stories first started to emerge. Witnesses have described hearing phantom footsteps around the property, seeing doors and windows open close by themselves, and smelling both Cuban coffee and roses in the air. There are also reports of people seeing a full apparition of a one-legged woman in a full-length gown. Nobody has lived in the Deering estate since the 1980s, but that certainly does not mean that this beautiful mansion is completely uninhabited. Deering Estate is often considered one of South Florida's most haunted places, and not without good reason. This estate's history actually stretches back 50,000 years, thanks to the variety of prehistoric burial mounds and fossils that have been uncovered on the grounds over the years. Tours and paranormal investigations of the property are now offered regularly. One of the most common reports of paranormal activity that is reported at the Deering Estate is that the spirits will whisper in your ear. Paranormal groups have also collected evidence of disembodied voices, EVP, phantom footsteps, and doors that move by themselves. There have also been sightings of apparitions and unexplained shadows. The Blue Anchor Pub is located in Delray Beach, an area of South Florida that has become popular for retirees looking for a place to relax. However, the property is considered to be one of the most haunted places in South Florida, thanks to the presence of a ghost named Bertha Starkey. It is said that Miss Starkey met her untimely end over 100 years ago when her husband sliced her up in a fit of jealous rage. However, this did not happen in Florida. The Blue Anchor was originally founded in Britain in 1864, and the entire place was relocated to Delray Bay in South Florida at a later date. It seems that Bertha's spirit made the trip right alongside the building. Her footsteps are often heard across the ceiling at night, and activity seems to peak around the anniversary of her murder each year. The Hollywood Beach Resort dominates the east end of Hollywood Boulevard, where it connects with Ocean Drive, and the 1920s hotel has long been considered one of the most haunted places in South Florida. Over the years, the building has been used as a hotel and as a Bible college. It was once the favorite hangout of famous gangster Al Capone. The property underwent substantial renovation work in the 1990s, which is when it was reopened as a hotel, and it was then that the tales of paranormal activity began to surface. The 7th floor is apparently a hotspot for the unexplained activity, with witnesses claiming to see strange lights there. There have also been multiple EVP recordings captured on the 7th floor. The Vinoy Renaissance Hotel was built in 1925 to serve as a seasonal hotel open from December to March. It was a popular hangout for many celebrities of the time, including Babe Ruth, James Stewart, Herbert Hoover, and Calvin Coolidge. Today this historic hotel is filled with modern amenities and luxuries, and if the stories are to be believed, more than a few ghosts. There does not seem to be any ill will on the part of the ghostly guests, but several of them are known to be tricksters. Some of the most commonly reported unexplained occurrences include lights flickering on and off, toilets flushing of their own accord, and phantom footsteps. Guests have also reported seeing a semi-transparent man and even feeling like they are being held down on the bed as they sleep. Members of staff say that the old wing of the hotel is by far the most haunted area of the building and that this is where most of the paranormal events occur. The Cuban Club was built in 1917 following the migration of many Cubans into the United States. There has actually been a clubhouse there in the past, but it was destroyed in a fire in 1916, which is why the members decided to start planning its bigger, better replacement. The new building, which can be seen today, has a neoclassical design. It featured a pharmacy, a ballroom, cantina, library, two-story theater, gymnasium, bowling lanes, and a swimming pool when it first opened. The club's fortunes went downhill in the 60s when membership dropped to an all-time low, but in 1992 the Cuban Club Foundation was formed to save and restore the building. There have been at least 2 confirmed deaths within the building dating back as far as the 1920s. It is believed that an actor actually committed suicide on stage, and a member of the board was found murdered, gunshot to the face, in the boardroom after an argument with another member. Both of these men are known to haunt the building, but they are certainly not the only ones. There have also been reports of a woman in white wearing red heels who climbs up and down the stairs and who can be heard wailing sometimes. A piano plays by itself, and orbs of light are also common in the club. Perhaps the most notorious of all the ghosts at the Cuban Club is that of a young boy. He's believed to be the ghost of an 8-year-old boy who drowned in the cantina's small pool. He's, without doubt, the most active in the venue. Voices, shapes, moving balls set on the floor, pushing doors open, etc. St. Augustine Lighthouse stands at the north end of Anastasia Island and is open to the public, with all admission fees going to the Lighthouse Fund programs. It was originally built in 1824 and was privately owned by Dr. Allen Ballard before selling it to the government in 1865. However, the state offered him far less than the true value, and when he refused, they threatened to take it by force. Ballard was outraged and vowed never to leave the lighthouse. Some believe this is exactly what Ballard did since he is often sighted around the property. Ballard certainly isn't the only lighthouse keeper that seems to have decided to stick around. There have also been reports of the spirit of Peter Rasmussen appearing around the lighthouse, usually accompanied by the smell of cigar smoke. Another lighthouse keeper, Joseph Andrew, is also said to haunt the lighthouse and be heard on the stairs. He passed away after falling from the tower while painting it. There are also reports that the daughters of another keeper Hezekiah pity haunting the property. The 13 and 15-year-old girls drowned and the cart they were playing with was swept out to sea.
I want to thank you for watching. And until then, good night.